As you can see, the new helmets have arrived. We're out for a test ride now. Often when I pull up in Millham at Tesco, this motorcycle is parked here, and I noticed today, this amused me, somebody has left a note on the seat. It says, "Your motorcycle drive chain needs oiling, buddy." And I've got to say, they're not wrong. Did make me smile. Anyway, I'm off now to the garage that does MOTs for reasons that I'll tell you when I get on the road shortly. Stop recording. Okay, today I'm going back to work, but I'm going the long way. I don't need to be there until 3 o'clock. You might notice the new helmets have arrived. We're out for a test ride. I set the whole thing up. The Bluetooth just connects. All very straightforward, all very intuitive. The helmet itself, having just ridden in it for about 30 minutes, is, I've got to say, very comfortable, and it just feels really well made. It is a Senna Outrush with Bluetooth connectivity. And the good news is the Murgatroyd's got one too. And so that means that we can talk to each other while we're riding. Fantastic news. Anyway, I'll be saying more about the new helmet along the way. For today, I am heading presently to the Honister Pass. I have covered it before. I've ridden it a few times. But what I want to do today is to make an even better film about it. Depending on time scale, I'll be going to a few other places. I may fit in the Whinlatter Pass or the Newlands Pass, or if things go particularly well, I'll be doing both. In any event, let's get moving. Stop recording. Well, here we are again then, about 30 minutes later. I'm currently sitting on the road above Ennerdale, heading for the Honister Pass. And I'll have quite a bit to say in this next bit of the video. Behind us, I don't know if you can see it, is a wonderful view of the world's nuclear waste dustbin, Sellafield. And here is my brand new helmet. I'll be saying a few things about that in just a few moments. The sat-nav has brought me a wonderful way to the Honister Pass. I know this road, I've done it 2 or 3 times, and it goes through some absolutely marvellous countryside. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Quite a few motorcycles around today. People are making the most of the current spell of nice weather. It's actually comfortably warm today. It's apparently, according to the forecast, going to go up to about 17 degrees. Who's complaining? Not me. Okay, so some initial observations then on this new helmet. The Murgatroyd has one exactly the same, of course. Well, not exactly the same, it's black. The Murgatroyd was saying this morning that she always associated white helmets with old men. So that kind of fits, I guess. It was immediately comfortable when I first put it on. Having put it on, out of the box, I took it off again and I charged it up. It took about 2 hours, a little bit over, to be fully charged. And once it was fully charged, I connected it to my telephone. Took about 2 seconds. 2 fingers, little press, and it paired immediately. I love it when things just work. It feels very, very comfortable. It's very, very quiet, even at 60 miles an hour. And so, yeah, I think we've got really decent helmets for around about 250 quid each. Excellent. The Murgatroyd phoned me up on the way out here to Ennerdale, and I was just able to reach down and touch my phone, answer the call. Apart from the fact that she was breaking up slightly because I was going up and down hills and there were dips and troughs in the internet connection, it just worked fine. So very, very pleased with the new motorcycle helmet. I have a car a little bit close behind me, so I'm going to pull over at the nearest opportunity and let him through, and then just sit back and enjoy the road. Here we go. Off you go. This really is a wonderful piece of road through the mountains above Ennerdale water. And I really should come here more often. Well now, breaking news time, breaking news. The reason that I was going to the MOT garage in Millom this morning was that, you will be aware, we got the header pipes off of Mr. Suzuki, and the number plate light is fixed. And tomorrow we will be taking delivery of welding gear. The original exhaust on Mr. Suzuki is fixable with just a bit of welding, and then it's simply a matter of putting on the fairing, rewiring the left-hand indicator, which got disconnected when I was taking off the left-hand fairing. And once that's done, Mr. Suzuki will be ready for his MOT, which is booked for Tuesday, the 1st of April. And it's just occurred to me, I hope I don't walk into the garage after the MOT and they say it's failed, and I say no, it's too late for April Fools. But it has actually failed. It only failed on 2 points. The last attempt, which was the exhaust, which had a slight leak, and the number plate light, so it should just sail through. After that, I've still got quite a bit of work to do on the machine. It's needing some care and attention, but I'm fairly confident that once we've got this welding done, and that should happen on Saturday morning, Mr. Suzuki will get his MOT and we'll be back on the road. So that really is exciting news. In other recent developments, You will remember, if you've been watching the last few films, that I have been waiting to take delivery of the service kit for the Murgatroyd's Benelli BN125. Well, it finally turned up yesterday, or at least the part of it. Now, at about 4:30, DPD turned up, DPD, with a bag that had been torn open, a small grey polythene bag. Which contained 1 litre of engine oil. Now, bear in mind, we'd paid, I think it was £35.99 for a Benelli BN125 service kit. And what we got in return for that £35.99 was a litre of oil. The Murgatroyd has been on the phone to the company that supplied it this morning, and from what she tells me, she has been accused of being a chancer. Now, this company, and I'm not going to divulge the details until I've spoken to them on the telephone myself, which I'll be doing shortly, say on their website, please don't leave us a bad review, please talk to us first. So that's exactly what the Murgatroyd did. She phoned them up in good faith. We haven't got what we ordered. The DPD driver, when I asked him about this, said to me, he said, well, the depot was completely full today, and when I left the van was completely full, so it's quite possible that there's another part to the consignment and it will come tomorrow. Well, last I heard it hadn't, but what's really irked me here, and there's nothing worse than an irked Mighty Guru yogurt, is that the company concerned accused the Murgatroyd of making this story up and being a chancer. Excellent customer service, don't you think? Well now, as soon as I get to a place where I've got some connectivity and I'm a little bit out of the wind, I will be phoning up the company and speaking to them myself. Now, what really would be the motivation? You wait 5 days for what was meant to be a next day delivery. You eventually get a portion of what you've ordered, and you phone the company up to ask what's going on and you get abused. I mean, seriously. As I say, I'm not going to publish the details of this company until such time as I've spoken to them myself. And I will, of course, be mentioning that anything they say can and will be used against them on a forthcoming YouTube video. Here we are, arriving in the little village, very little village of Ennerdale Bridge. You might remember I covered this in a previous film. But this is not our final objective. Our final objective, of course, is the Honister Pass and my endless pursuit of fabulous times on motorcycles. And I'm certainly having one today. Oh my me, it is good to be alive. I've got about 40 minutes now before I get to Honister Pass, and so I'm going to end this little film here. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, I've certainly enjoyed making it. And I have one or two adjustments to make. I'm trying out a new camera angle on the GoPro here. You probably can't see it from here. But I've got the GoPro mounted on my crash bars, and it should be looking at the front of the motorcycle and off into the distance. We'll see how that turns out. I'm going to have another little experiment in the next film. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you feel that way inclined. Not easy, it's not going to stop.